Merry, Merry Christmas, everybody, and New Year blessings to you. Let's get right to it. My angel team have been chatting away to me, if you want to call it that. Lots of downloads going on. This morning I was awoken with the message to share with you all that the new energy is here. There is an incredibly different frequency that's flooding in since the 11th of the 11th, which I did a video on before. You can check that out if you're interested. That gateway brought in dramatically new and deeper frequencies than this earth plane has ever experienced before without having to reset. But even in the resetting has never actually accessed on such a deep level those incredible frequencies. They're here now. We're in them. Well, some of us are in them. With the Earth split from the 2012-2013 shift, we have the two different realities going on. We have people who choose to stay in the 3D, and we have people who are in the 5D, like myself and yourself. Because if you're watching this, energetically, I can say that if you're connecting and resonating with this information, you are a 5D baby for sure. So there is also a third reality that's going on, but they're not giving me a whole lot of information about that at the moment. That's still in its infancy, and there'll be more on that to come, so I'm told. But let's talk about what we do have, where we are, what we do know that we're clear on. The most important message that I've been getting the last few days especially, but it has been a theme of the last month and a half, is that there is the two human directions, perspectives, pathways, if you want to call it that, choices. Think of the Lover's card in the ancient tarot deck. Another word for the Lover's card is the choice. And it's all about making a very important, serious, heartfelt choice. That's what's happening right now. We are making that choice, or have made that choice. And it's about, are you going to be a self-serving light worker, healer, therapist, whatever title or role you give yourself, way shower, fringe dweller? Are you going to be self-serving with that energy, or are you going to go in service of the whole? And that's the big split. That's the big question, the choice that we're all being presented with right now. And our original absolute source creator is neutral on that. We have our free will. We have our freedom to go any way that we want to go and to choose which way we want to go. So if you're watching this, that's very important. That message is very important for you at this time. And it's vital that you meditate and reflect and take quiet time, restful time with those choices. And being really, really transparent, really sincere with yourself. How am I? This is what you need to ask yourself. And you can write this down and reflect on this in your meditation. Or even go ahead right now and ask yourself in the moment, how am I expressing either choice? So if I'm going in the direction of serving the whole, what choices, what actions, what behaviors, what perspectives am I indulging in? Am I giving my life force energy to that supports going the whole and going the direction of serving the entire consciousness? Or maybe you can see there's holes in that. Maybe you have been making a lot of choices and taking actions that are completely self-serving and that really only look out for the small egoic self that says, what's in this for me? Now, that's not to say I'm not of the old paradigm where you become the spiritual martyr and you give all your energy away for nothing, and you let people use and abuse you, and you become a victim doormat, and all in the name of spirituality and serving God and serving your spiritual path. No. I'm not at all saying that serving the whole is that choice. Because when you reach a certain point of expansion in your consciousness, you understand that serving others is serving yourself, because you and them are the one. With the universal law of one, all is one, one is the all. We are all the same energy, we're all one, we're all connected. We're split into fractals, you know, like that lovely analogy of the teardrops and the ocean drops, the water droplets that make up the ocean. It's still the one ocean. So with expansion, you understand that when you help somebody else, you are actually giving to yourself. You know, like as Jesus said, in your giving you receive. It's understanding that it's all the one energy and that we're all connected and we're all in this experience to help each other. The other road, which is in service of the self, it's a much more individualistic approach. Now, for many of us, leading the super sensitive light worker healer path has been quite lonely, has been quite isolating. Not everybody, in fact, the majority of people don't understand this language, don't understand the importance of the expansion and consciousness and your role as a way shower in the ascension of Gaia at this time. So it can be tempting and it can be wrapped up, you know, we have to be very careful. It can be wrapped up in very shiny paper, that by looking and by completely looking after the self, oh no, I'm actually serving the whole. But if we actually take off that shiny, glittery, sugary paper and look at what the true core of our intentions are, sometimes we can see there's actually a very strong individualistic, egoic intent sewn into that direction. So it's about being really honest with ourselves, and that's what I found for me. The last 4 weeks is about transparency, you know, exposing all those parts of myself that maybe are uncomfortable, that when I sit with them and I look at them and I explore them, you know, you can feel a bit uncomfortable and feel like, oh, I didn't realize that I was, you know, harboring those belief systems, or that I was feeding such negativity or understandings of things. So it's about, I always feel this about winter. Winter is about the inner world. It's about going inside and really cleaning house, cleaning the inner consciousness, going into your internal workings and cleaning them out. You know, in the spring, we have the external clean out. We have the spring cleaning of the house. In the summer, we have the external living of life. We really go out into the world and we project our energies, our aura outwards. But in this dark time of year, in this, you know, there's a silence to this time of year. There's a quietness. There's a hibernation factor that serves us in that it brings us back into those shadow, deeper, darker parts of ourselves, that maybe unconsciously are steering our direction, are steering our consciousness in a direction that's probably not so beneficial and not so good for us. And maybe that is the self-serving path that you might be going down, and maybe you want to, you know, start the year as you mean to go on and say, I'm not here to just serve the self. There's no joy in that. There's no expansion in that. You know, it can only take me so far. I really want to return to my original mission, my original purpose, which is to connect, to love, to unite, you know, integration, that integrative energy. Because when we're only serving the self, it is you know, it's a segregative energy. Okay, so I want you to really think about those things. Perhaps you want to reflect on them in your meditation, or journal about it, you know, just maybe do some automatic writing, some free-flowing stream of consciousness, and really explore, you know, which path am I going down? Because at the moment there is this split in human consciousness, and you know, politically you'll see this very strongly as well. In the world events, you'll see that There are world leaders, people in place of power that will be very, very ego-driven and self-serving. And then you'll have others who are thinking of the entirety of the whole and how the whole can benefit and how that connectivity is everything, and that we need to save and we need to nurture what's worth saving. So that's the thoughts I have for you at the moment for the end of December into January 2018. I wish you a wonderful, wonderful new energy for this new year ahead, and please like this video if you found it of benefit. It's very encouraging for me, and if you have any questions, anything that you want to explore on the new energies, the new frequencies, the splitting in consciousness, anything to do with the spiritual path, please leave your name and leave your question below, and I will do a video to address your question. Namaste.